Zombie apocalypse.
What is going on, you guys? Bastion Wijo here, and I want to go ahead and share with you guys a little bit more, I guess, different from moving aside from just TCG things like this. I do want to let you guys know I do of course play the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links mobile game, and I think it'd be pretty cool to go ahead and branch off and go ahead and show you guys more or less what I play over there, since the meta is completely different. And pretty much, if you're playing Noble Knights right now, you're pretty much dominating the top tier, whereas you play Noble Knights in the actual TCG, they better be Infinite Noble, and they better have been 2 months ago. So I think it's pretty cool to go ahead and show you guys more or less what I'm playing right now. As far as the last season that just ended for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, I actually used Satellarknights to get me all the way up as high as gold 3, which, considering I started really grinding about a month and a half, 2 months ago, considering I'm not able to put as much time into it. I think it did really well. I won some massive win streaks. I'm talking about 8-9 win streaks with this deck, and it's absolutely insane. And what I like about it also is that it's a free-to-play deck that you don't need to invest any type of money in to actually have it be good. So I want to go ahead and share it with you guys. Of course, you don't really need any specific character to play this deck, and play with whoever, as long as they're able to play with the skill balance. You want to be able to go ahead and play with balance, because of course having a balanced hand with this, specifically with the Satellarknights, is going to be super key, because you want to make sure that you're able to have 2 monsters in hand so you can at least have some type of comboing off, but your spells and traps are also very crucial as well. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm using Kite Tenjo. For those of you guys I know, most recently the Photon Galaxy support came out in the TCG, and also we got the release of the Photon Galaxy support in Duel Links. So I'm super excited. I've been grinding with Kite to try to get him up to level 30 and get all the gems and all the Photon cards. I'm almost done with that deck. Also, I have been playing on the side, but I want to go ahead and show you guys this one, not in catalog. Let me go ahead and get to it. Editor. Alright, cool. So this is the current deck that I'm playing right now, guys. I gotta say the hardest card to get out of this was definitely going to be Satellarknight Deltaros, as it took me literally like a month of me grinding and buying packs so I can go ahead and finally pull this guy. But realistically, it's funny enough, all you really need is one Deltaros and one of the Dark Tallarknight, Batlamius, whatever his name is. You can see it on the screen. But one of the Dark Tallarknight, and that's really all you need to go ahead and keep going. It shouldn't. Satellarknights aren't the type of deck that's going to go ahead and go into the grind game. The reason why I really like Satellarknights is because they have the opportunity to pop cards in your opponent's board, which in Duel Links I think is very strong. Being able to remove cards via card effects, especially, it helps you so much when going up against cards like, you know, when you're going up against the Blue Eyes decks or the Desperado decks, or even the Noble Knight deck. Unless it has that equip that you can't target it, then you're out of luck there. But I just think it adds a different dynamic to a deck that most decks don't really tend to have. Maybe they'll have like a increase attack, decrease attack, or switch attack position, things like that. But as far as popping, I think Stellarknight doesn't so consistently. So you really only need 2 Deneb to go ahead and play this game. You don't really need to maximize it, as you're not really going to want to normal summon this too often, because it doesn't help you combo off. Yes, it helps you search, but it's not going to be an essential crucial you need to play at 3. So I want to go ahead and get that out there for sure. 3 Altair, that's that card you're definitely going to have to play at 3, because the combo really is, if you open up a Deneb with no combo, you normal summon Deneb, search Altair, and you set your spells and traps, defend yourself until turn 2, summon Altair, bring back the Deneb, search another Altair for next turn, you make Batalamus, right, and you detach the Deneb, and discard whatever card you want in your hand, even the card you searched, and then you go ahead and special summon the Deltaros on top, so you can go ahead and pop whatever is on your opponent's board. So either way, you go ahead and able to keep that constant pressure and constantly build the same board with only having 1 Deltaros and 1 Batlamus in the extra, which also allows you to go ahead and keep more space in the extra to get over even different scenarios. So let's see. Of course, you play your 1 1800. I don't know how to pronounce that name. The Unukalai Kawai. You play one of him just so you can go ahead and make sure that the Neb is in the graveyard, making sure that it comes down to how well do you want to go ahead and play your deck, how well do you want to strategize with it as well. So make sure that the Neb is always in the graveyard, at least one Neb in the graveyard, one in the decks, mainly the ratio you want to go for. And the thing is, you have control over that with cards like Unu Kawai, or even the Satellar Skybridge, right? Amazing card. It really lets you OTK really easily. The only real restriction I see with Stellarknights that would bring it down a notch is that things like Skybridge or things like Altair, that special summon that you are supposed to make combo off, restrict you to only Stellarknight monsters. That's why if you are able to have more of the Batlamis or more of the Deltros, I highly recommend. I would go for it. But I'm just saying, for all of those who constantly are grinding and trying to get these cards, it's not something that's definitely necessary at all. But that one, the Skybridge, is really just a free card that you get from upgrading Torii Meadows all the way to level 30. So that's not really all that hard. You just gotta make sure you're constantly, multiplying your rewards by 3. 2 Vega, it's really all you need. It's not a card that you're going to want to draw turn 1. As the main strategy I see with this deck is that you want to stall turn 1 and then go into your play turn 2, if that makes sense. You are able to go ahead, of course I can summon Deltro sometimes turn 1 and it's cool, but that's why I play cards like, Gimdish Chain. That's why I play the 2 Stellar Nova Alpha. That's why I play 2 Network Trap Hole and 2 Wall of Disruption, because it helps you get to that turn 2, and that's when you really turn it up, right? Of course, I have been playing 1 Sirius more recently, just because it does help you with that recursion +1. So it's an amazing card in the grind game, which again, I really built this deck to do. To be amazing in the grind game, to constantly just be able to recur cards back and forth. With Satellarknight Skybridge, what a lot of times I'll do is I'll pop with Deltros, attack with Deltros, activate Skybridge, send Deltros back into my extra deck, and special summon Altair. Then I can go ahead and special summon one of the materials, attack with Altair, and that's already 4,200 damage. So it's already, you have OTK on board. Amazing card. You want to have 2 Cosmic Cyclone because people do play back row, and you are going to want a way to get around the more powerful equip spells in the deck. Things like Power of the Guardians or any of the Noble Knights, equip spells as well. 2 Enemy Controller actually comes super clutch. The first effect just as much as the second effect as well. It really helps you put that pressure on board and really makes it so your opponent isn't able to have as many resources because you're straight stealing it from them. So it's an amazing card as well. That's pretty much what I got for the main deck, guys. As far as the extra deck, the one main real addition is going to be the Diamond Direwolf. I've been waiting for this card to come out so much. I've been really excited about it. It really gets it a step up. But during my my 8-9 win streak period, I didn't have Diamond Direwolf. I actually was using Gaga Cowboy as a way to kind of deal that extra 400 damage, which actually came in clutch 2 or 3 times, but we really need to get rid of that card. I was really needing Diamond Direwolf. Again, another way to go ahead and pop cards on your opponent's board. So anyone looking to go ahead and play a competitive budget deck on Duel Links where you don't have to spend any money whatsoever, whether it's your parents not allowing you to spend money, whether it's yourself just saying, you know what, I don't want to spend money on Duel Links, which is like myself. Even though I am guilty of it, I am not proud of it, if that makes sense. So I would highly recommend this deck to anyone who is looking to play as much as competitive deck as possible without spending any money. I would highly recommend this as solid tier 2. I want to say 1.5 deck, but unfortunately it is Blue Eyes is hard to get around, but it's not impossible, And a lot of really cool decks are coming out as well, where you can actually get around these cards. Like the Photon deck is amazing, and I think it's such a great counter anti-meta type of deck, where if you go up against Noble Knights and they have the 3 equip spells, but it's the XE monsters, so you attack with the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, banish it, and all of the equipped spells now go to the grave because they don't have anywhere else to reattach themselves. They lose the materials. Absolutely amazing, but I'll get more to that in the next video, guys. So go ahead and let me know what you guys think about Stellarknights in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. If you guys like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links videos, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and of course subscribe for more videos, and I will see y'all in the next one.